Alright, welcome back, part 2. So I got the line in there for the return line. The only piece I didn't add is just that little divider piece. I'm going to see how it runs without it. You can see it right there. It's like a little divider piece that was just on the return line where they added another line to it. But I'm going to see how it runs. I have everything in there. The only thing I got to do is just add some fuel. And, of course, add the new air filter. And I'll make sure it primes and goes through. You know, if I have to adjust it, I'll adjust it a little bit. I'm gonna wait till spring if it's something where I don't want to kind of mess with the factory settings too much because it is cold. So I will mess with it just a little bit, but I'm not gonna get it to the point of where it runs perfectly now, and then when it comes time for spring, it's gonna act up or run kind of a little mismatch. So let me get some fuel. Oh, it just took me like just a heads up, it took me like another, I don't know, probably about 2-3 minutes just to pull it through, just to get my angle pliers on it, but it wasn't too bad. Probably could have kept recording, but I also don't want to drag the videos, because I feel like people drag videos, then people are not really focused on it, and they kind of get over it, so. I'll fill this up a little bit. A little bit more. Alright, that should be good enough. A little more than half. Like I said, I just want to see how it'll run with the new kit. The kit wasn't too bad. So if anybody ever sees one on the curb, you know, obviously diagnose it first, because sometimes these things are not worth fixing. And in this case, it was lines that were kinked where it would run, it just wasn't running right. So that's probably why the guy got frustrated and he's like, why am I keeping this? And got rid of it. But me, I don't mind looking at it stuff. I mean, some of these two-stroke, they get to that point where they're just not worth fixing. I mean, even with this being fixed the way, if it runs good and everything's good with it, what am I going to get for it? 50, 60 bucks? So, you know, it's kind of worth my time for 20 minutes worth of work. If I get like 50, 60 bucks for it, it's fine with me. Buy something else with it. All right. Put the fuel cap back in. And of course, this one says up to 10% max ethanol. So always got to remember that. All right. I didn't change the plug on it. We'll see how it runs with the original spark plug. I did change the gasket on the interior part. The little gasket right there. And of course, new fuel line, new fuel filter, new air filter. So that's pretty much the leftover parts with the new spark plug. But we'll test it out. I'll try to follow the procedures. There's a couple of procedures on this, as you can see. There's a whole like range of how to start it, what it's supposed to do. Yeah, these are interesting nonetheless. But if it runs, it runs. We'll see shortly here. All right. So go ahead and prime. Go to first. Prime 10 times. This is a brand new carb, so probably a little bit more. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, looks like it's pretty much full. Then what we'll do is, alright, it says squeeze throttle steps 4 through 8. So it basically says to pull it with the throttle open until it coughs. And then 3 to 5 more times in the middle, let it warm up, and then move it over. It is a 40-to-1, but with this synthetic type oil, I usually run 50-to-1 Echo Red Armor, so I've had no issues with this kind of stuff. If you wanted to be obviously safe, go ahead and follow manufacturer's recommendations of 40-to-1, but I've had no issues with my 50-to-1 on this stuff. Okay, throttle works, and let's see if it starts. Oh, and these, you don't have an ignition on and off, it's just kind of on all the time, and then that's your kill, basically grounded out. So we'll go ahead and fire it up. Safety down, that, all right. Ooh, 2 pulls, all right, nice. So then if I follow the directions after that, move lever to 2 and then pull 3 to 5 times. And it does say steps 4 through 8 to hold the throttle open. So I'll hold the throttle open and pull it and see what happens. recording device. Give it another 15 seconds or so. It's about 40 degrees. Alright, I think we should be good about there. So 3. And let's give it a few reps. Probably should show you guys the whole thing. See if I can make my tripod a little bigger here. I'm going to make it a little taller here. Alright, here. I'll rev it from the top. I kind of want to see if I can get the whole shot in there, but it's kind of hard because it's long. Seems to be running okay though. But here, I'll rev it a little bit here. You guys can see how it works. Alright, what I'll do is I'll let it sit for about 30 seconds here. So it seems to be running okay. I mean, yeah, it kind of bogs for a split second. I could always adjust the high idle, but I think it's going to run perfectly fine the way it is, to be honest with you. Especially in the spring, I kind of want to see how it operates. Like, this is just more or less just trying to test it and make sure it fixed it, and it looks like it fixed it fine. So yeah, if you guys see this kind of stuff, don't be hesitant to pick it up. Especially if you like tinkering. I mean, if you don't like tinkering, I get it. Sometimes people don't want to tinker with stuff because they don't get it, but most cases it's fairly simple. I mean, I don't run across many of these. Either they work or they don't work. Now, obviously, if this thing didn't start up, it's probably scored cylinder inside because that's the case for most of these things. But I kind of had a feeling as soon as it coughed over that it would probably run and stay running. So it looks like compression's fine. Everything's fine on it for now. I mean, will it run forever? Probably not, but for the time being, it seems to be running fine. So, all right, let's give it I'll start it up here just to make sure it starts off after cooling down for about 30-45 seconds here in about a minute. And just let it run for a little longer. I won't make this video too long. And then we'll go ahead and put her away for storage. Okay. There we go. So, looks like that was a good repair. Not too bad. I do see this is a Craftsman one where you can adjust the or remove it. Actually, if you had another extension piece, which obviously I don't have it in this case, but it seems to be one of those ones that have multiple things. Sorry, I didn't cut out there for a second. So yeah, so this one looks like it also has the attachment for it. If you really wanted to add an extension piece or a different piece to it, you could always do that. And the interesting thing too, just to make a note of it, is this actually has an electric start. I've never seen that before. If you guys can tell me in the comments, I mean, have you ever seen that before? Is it just like a piece that goes in there? I'm assuming it's something that fits in there, or is it just like a regular socket you could just use to try to start it? That's very interesting. I've never seen that before on a string trimmer at all. So it works fine though with the pull. The pull works fine, so. But that's just something you don't see every day, so. Yeah, so if you like the content, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how all your winter repairs are going so far. I know I've been coming upon things here and there, so if I see something cool, I'll try to record it, fix it, just so everybody can see. But if you like what you see, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully you guys have a great day and take it easy. All right, bye.